Did I wear a yellow shirt specifically for this tutorial? Sweet Christmas, yes I did. Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Draw 2. My name's Ramney, and today we're going to be drawing Luke Cage from the comic books. With the recent release of Luke Cage on Netflix, it is more than fitting to do a tutorial on Luke Cage. The problem is he doesn't really have a costume. He wears street clothes because that is the type of guy Luke Cage is. So I thought instead of drawing Luke Cage from the Netflix TV series, I thought I'd go back to the comic books where he has worn a couple of costumes. And I'm not talking about his really crappy 70s Power Man persona, but I'm talking about the Thunderbolts costume that he had on, where he had a yellow shirt and he had those big power bands in his arms and he had black pants. So that is the Luke Cage that we are going to draw today. I am enjoying the TV show so far. I've only watched 2 episodes as of today, actually. So please don't be posting any spoilers in the comment section below yet. Anyway, as usual, what you guys need for this tutorial is a pencil, an eraser, and any type of white paper. I like to use cardstock because it makes it easier for me to erase without crumpling the page. You guys can also bring along a black ink pen so you can ink your drawings afterwards. As you're watching this tutorial, remember that you can pause this video at any time so you can catch up on your drawings. We all draw at different speeds, so find a pace that works for you and stick to it. Having said all of that, let's get started. Alright, you guys, we are going to be drawing Luke Cage, and we've got our paper situated in portrait mode because he is going to be, well, he's going to be standing essentially, and we're going to draw him from his head down to about his upper thigh. So let's go ahead and get started on that. First thing we're going to draw is the top of his head, and I'm going to draw a circle right about here. And from there, I'm going to extend the lines like that, and he's going to have a rather square, rather large jaw. All right, so he's a big, beefy guy, and that's how we're going to draw him. All right, here he's got ears, and I'm just going to draw the ears lightly for now, and we're going to go back to it later on. His face is going to be, well, you know what? Let's do this. Let's draw a line going down the middle. And then let's draw a line going across from here where we drew the ear sort of ends all the way down here. And you'll notice that it's slightly tilted this way, so the line isn't exactly from left to right straight, it's slightly crooked. So that's how we're going to draw him. And let's draw the ears to reflect that. So this ear here on this side should be lower than the other side. And there you go. So let's leave it like that for now. Let's draw the rest of the body first. Right here, in the back of the head, right here, we're going to just draw this curve right here, and that's going to be for his back, about that big. So he'll be hunched over, and then another one like that. And then we're going to draw, it's like a circle that's squished, so it's more triangular. We're going to draw his shoulder. So you make sure, you know what, let's bring it a little bit closer actually, because this is the gap that you want to pay attention to right here. You want it to be about this far from each other. If it's too far, the arm is going to look off. And you want this to be a little smaller than the head, but not too small. So there you go. He's got big, beefy shoulders. And then we just close that off, just like that. All right. I'm not going to draw this side right here. I'm just going to leave it open. So we've got the shoulder. Let's draw the bicep, and you draw it from here, and it goes down like that. And then the tricep, you start right here in the middle, and we curve it down like this. But what we're going to do is we're going to extend this line going down about that much. And here we are going to make a curve, and we're going to draw his gauntlets. And his gauntlets, actually, they go this way a little bit more. There you go. And then find a point right here that becomes his elbow and just close it off. So as you can see, he's got the big, huge arms that he is known for, because he is, I mean, for a guy, he's massive compared to a regular guy, I mean. All right. And the actor who plays him, he's like 6'5" or 6'6" or something. So I really like the way that Mike Coulter plays Luke Cage. All right. I'm going to bring this down, and I'm going to bring this going narrower as you go along. But I'm not going to complete it just yet because I want to make sure that it is in the right position for when we draw the rest of his body. So let's go back over here. So find this point right here and move to the right and slightly down about this much. And, okay, that's going to be where his chest is going to be. So let's find the middle of that. So here's the middle of that chest. And then let's just draw a line going this way. So let's find that chest now. Bring it in like this. And then on this side, it goes into the bicep, just like that. All right, below here, right around the middle of it. You bring that in, like that. And then, right around here, we just draw a straight line going down. And there you go. Now, the thing with Luke Cage is he does not like costumes. He had a really ridiculous costume back in the 70s, back around the time of the, what they call the blaxploitation period. And he had, I mean, he was very stereotypical of what you would think a black man would be, a strong black man. So he was angry, he was huge, and he had these catchphrases that were just ridiculously, as he would say, it's not PC nowadays. All right, so I drew a line going out like this, and that's going to be for his belt. And I'm going to draw a loop from here, and it goes back towards the bicep right here. So you want to draw this nice, short, nice curve right there. And then right in the middle of it, I'm going to draw an oval. And then finish off the rest of the belt. Just going to draw it like that, because now we know where we're going to draw the forearm. I'm going to bring it a little bit lower, and that's why I didn't draw it too heavily earlier. Well, let's fix this up so that it looks a little bit nicer. There you go. Now this is why pencils are really good. I used to draw with pens before, but with pens you just can't afford to make mistakes like that one. I mean, you can just use whiteout later on, but it'll look messy. So I like to use pencil. All right, there you go. We've got the belt. We've got the torso here. It looks a little funny, but we'll shade in a little bit here later on so that it'll look like he's leaning over. All right, now let's go back over here. We're gonna bring the gauntlets a little lower, like that. And then close it off over here. And then, okay, so imagine this line continuing on this way, and imagine another line going this way. So the gauntlets are huge, but his forearm is smaller than that, of course. Okay, so draw a line going like this, and a line going like that, and then close that off. And then the fist goes from here, just like that, one line. Over here, we go up slightly with a short line, across, then up, and then across again, then down, then across, down, and then diagonal. All right, let's go back over here. Let's draw the thumb now. So here's one slight curve. That's where the thumb bends. Bring that line, a small line going down like this, and then a line going diagonal. And then from here, I'm gonna draw a line going out like that. He's actually wearing fingerless gloves. All right, now from here, I'm gonna draw a line going, curving in like this, and then in like that. So now we're starting to separate the fingers, individual fingers. Another one, and then here, another one, and then here, another one. So as you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers now. And then let's draw that line right there. So it looks like the finger is, his pointer finger is curling inwards. All right. Okay, let's leave that for later on. Let's move on to his thigh. Now, here, his thigh is huge. So, pants, they stick out like this, and then thighs stick out like this even more. Like that. I'm going to leave it like this. Actually, what I'm going to do is, from here, I'm going to just draw a light line like that, and that's for his knee pads. And then leave it like that. This side over here, I'm going to draw just wrinkles on the pants, like that. And then I'm going to draw from the forearm, I'm just going to draw the inner part of his thigh, his leg here. So it just goes like this, and then goes across like that. And then another wrinkle in the pants going across like that. And, well, you know what, let's just leave it like that for now. All right,
Now his other leg is just going to come out over here. I'm just going to draw it faintly like that. So we've got, yeah, we've got that. Now let's go over here to his other arm. I'm going to start off on the side of the head. I'm going to draw a semicircle. And it's obviously going to be smaller than this because it's further away. Just like that. And then from that semicircle, I'm going to draw just like a part of the shirt that sticks out right there. And then let's draw his bicep. It starts from here and right here. Just going to draw another semicircle like that. Now the forearm, right there and there. And then the gauntlet goes flat like this. Goes narrower. I kind of wish that I drew Luke Cage on closer to that side. Like that. And then forearms are tinier than that. You go like this, and I'm just going to draw a line like that. And from here, draw the thumb going down like this. And then the rest of the fingers like that. And if you guys have some space, I'll show you how to draw the fist. I don't have the space, so I'm actually just going to do this for you guys who have the space, but I'm going to leave it off in my final drawing. So that's what you do. You just continue that. Draw some wrinkles over here. 2 lines going out like that, and then a wrinkle right there. And then 2 lines like this. And that is how you draw the other hand for Luke Cage. Okay, but I am going to leave that off because that is how I got my Luke Cage situated. Now let's get started with the details. I'm going to erase the bottom of the circle here. We don't need that anymore. Oh, but we can use these guidelines. From here, I'm going to draw 2 little lines like this going in. And that's where I start off with the nose. I'm going to draw a line going down like this, and one on this side about there. And then the nose, flat here, and goes across, and makes a C shape right there. Make this curl up, and then I'm going to make another C shape right here. There you go. What you want to do is you want to try to make these 2 sides as even as possible. Okay. Now I'm going to draw the eyebrow. The eyebrow sort of goes up like this, and then here it goes up like that, and then it sort of goes towards the ear more. Okay, that's the brow and the eyebrow. I'm going to fill that in a little bit later on, but first we're going to go with the eyes, and the eyes are going to be tiny actually. And I'm going to draw the top of the eyes first. So there you go. The bottom of the eyes. Like I said, they are very, very tiny. Now inside the eyes, we've got semicircles in the center. Here and there. Careful how you place these because, I mean, you don't want Luke Cage to have derpy looking eyes, right? Try to make them as close to the center and as even as possible. Okay, these are called crow's feet. Those are just the wrinkles on the side of the eye, therefore when you're squinting, when you're angry, it kind of does that. Wrinkle under the feet there. Did I just say feet? Wrinkles under the eyes. And then some more wrinkles right here. And I'm going to draw one right there. All right, you don't want the crow's feet to look like eyelashes actually, so you want to be subtle with them. All right, there you go. Let's draw. I'm going to erase the center line right now. And I'm actually going to erase the top because I want to give him more head at the top. There you go. So I've made the top of the head a little bit bigger, and these are the kinds of things that's hard to gauge when you're initially starting out the drawing. All right, now we're going to draw a line from here. This is like the temple. and that line becomes the cheek, right there. And then from here, you start the jaw. He's got some squarish looking earrings, actually more rectangular. So I'm going to draw it right there. And then now I'm going to draw the ear. There's that little bump right there for the ear, and then it goes up and then down. And then inside just goes out like this. And then at the bottom, just goes out like that. Now let's draw the eyebrow. I'm just going to thicken this line and make it point towards the ear. I made it uneven there. Now let's go to the other side. Eyebrow first. There you go. He looks tame right now, so what you want to do is you want to start drawing wrinkles above his eyes here to indicate that he is scowling and he's angry. So let's draw some wrinkles just like that. One over here. And one across like that. Just line across. There you go. I'm going to draw a temple right here. And I'm actually going to imagine this going above his head. And that's where it goes. So imagine this line as differentiating between the top of his head and his forehead. So it's like the hairline, but he doesn't have any hair. All right, now let's draw the mouth. The mouth is over here. And we're going to make his mouth pretty big. He's got his mouth open. And it's going to be higher there than here. It's the top. At the bottom, I'm actually going to bring his jaw a little bit lower. Bottom goes down like this, and then rounds off, and then comes back up, right there. I'm actually going to draw his lower lip first. So his lower lip, pretty distinct, like that. And now I'm going to bring his jaw about here. Like I said, he's got a huge jaw. There you go. Now he looks way too clean shaven right now. Well, let's draw the inside of the mouth first. So let's just draw the top teeth. Now the thing with drawing top teeth is you don't want to draw the individual teeth. It just looks weird, trust me. So what you want to do is you want to draw the individual teeth on the side, but leave the front as is. All right, now go back over here. Make a U shape. This is going to be the bottom teeth. It goes back up like that. I'm going to draw individual teeth on each side there, and then leave it as is after that. Let's draw these wrinkles here. There's one that goes across like that, and then the other one does that. All right, so that's that. Doesn't quite look like Luke Cage yet because we have not drawn the goatee. All right, let's draw the chin or the cheekbone, and then let's draw the goatee. Start off on two sides above his lip here, two sides like that. Now we're just going to find the goatee, and the goatee sort of wraps around like this. Now I'm drawing it thin, and then I get thicker as I go along. And then as you reach the chin part here, it gets wider. There you go. And then you want to do the same thing on the other side. Now, you want to follow the curves of the mouth and not try to make these two look symmetrical. So I'm following the mouth here. Goes down, like that. And goes out like this. Gets wider. And then the bottom of his lip here, we're going to darken that. And then we're going to join all of them together so that it's one goatee. There you go. A badass looking Luke Cage. Some wrinkles down the sides here. And we're good. So there's his head. Now let's do his ear. from here, we draw that top curl, and then inside, and then his earring, forgot to draw his earring, again is a rectangular shape, like that. There we go. So we got Luke Cage's face pretty much done. Now let's move on to the rest of his body. Let's draw his shirt. Now he wears an iconic yellow shirt, and the collar starts off right here, goes down, across, and goes underneath his chin. Underneath that, he's got some veins popping out. So a vein right there, a couple veins right here actually. We'll draw those veins later on. Now his shirt, his sleeve goes right here, goes across, goes up, and here, goes up. There you go. From here, we're going to bring this down to there, and here we're going to bring this down to about there. Now in my reference photo, he's got a ripped shirt right here, but for the sake of making it easier for my viewers, I'm going to skip it and not draw the rip on his shirt. Okay, and that goes like that, and yeah, let's leave it like that. Just wrinkles on a shirt here. There you go. Now let's draw the lines here for his chest. I'm going to start over here. I'm going to draw a line like that, and then going back in. And then I'm going to do it again, going across this time towards the center of the chest. It goes back down. And then now we follow this curve right there. That's going to be a shaded part. And here I'm just going to draw two lines coming out, like that. I'm going to erase this middle line. And then I'm going to go over here, draw this line, and then another line above that, because this is going to be shaded in later on. And then a line going across like this. That'll be shaded in too. And then shirt wrinkles right there. Just fix that up a little bit. There you go. Here I'm just going to draw some wrinkles on the shirt. So imagine the shirt kind of getting stretched out. And then here, more of that shirt getting stretched. Same thing here actually. And then here, more of that shirt. Okay, now over here I'm going to draw an oval for his shoulder muscle underneath his shirt. So I'm going to start here, I'm going to bring it to the edge here. Going to erase a little bit of that semicircle that we did earlier, and then I'm going to bring it this way and then this way. So as you can see, it sort of makes a semicircle there. That's the front muscles of his shoulder. Okay, and then a line going across like that. All right, over here, there's the bicep right there. I'm going to shade that in later on. And now, let's draw the forearm and the gauntlet. Now the gauntlet has 3 pieces to it. And what you want to do is you want to find an equal amount. Try to space it out equally as you can. So that it's 3 rectangles or 3 rings going around his forearm. And then draw each one, and in the middle of them, you go slightly smaller. There you go. And there you go. Now let's go to this arm right here. I'm going to draw a line going down like that. And then here I'm going to draw like a triangle shape. And then underneath that is going to be just the curves for the bicep. There you go. And then here I'm going to draw some veins. So imagine Luke Cage's veins popping out. So I'm just going to draw, not the entire vein, but just imagine a vein popping out of the bicep there. All right, now here he's got a metal ring that goes around his forearm, or his bicep. So it does that, and it sticks out over here. Now let's continue it going down. Draw the elbow, and then going into the gauntlet like that. Now, same thing, what we're going to do is draw the gauntlet three different parts, 3 rings. There you go. Now you do the exact same thing you did over here. Draw each ring, and in the middle, in between those rings is like a smaller, draw it smaller, so a line in. There you go. And over here, I'm going to draw a strap. This is actually a strap. Over here, we're going to skip it, but over here, we're going to draw the strap. So 2 lines showing that the strap is folding. And over here, the upside down U shape. In the middle of that is a button. And then more wrinkle lines, just like that. All right, now we're going to finish this off. Let's fix mine up a little bit. I'm going to draw the fingerless gloves. Like that. 2 lines. 2 lines over here. So now as you can see, he's got his fingers coming out of his gloves. I'm going to draw some more folds in the fabric here. So right there, 2 folds. And here I'm just going to draw 1, 2, 3 lines going across. This one I'm going to bring it closer that way. And that's it. There you go. Now over here, we're going to bring this in like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring it down and then across again. Like that. And then down like this. Across and then up. And it sort of makes these just shirt wrinkles right here. And then from here, from the belt, going out like that. Now going back over here, we're going to bring it in and then just down like that. We're going to shape that in with our black pen, or you could do it with your pencil as well. And then just lines to show that the shirt is curling. Okay, now just more lines. There we go. Now I'm just looking around to see where I might add some more lines on the shirt. For the most part, I think we are finished with our Luke Cage drawing. And there you go. I think that's it, you guys. That is how you draw Luke Cage from the Marvel Comics.
And that is all the time that we have today. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of this video. I hope your drawings of Luke Cage turned out great. And if you guys are proud of your drawings, I would love to see them. So go ahead over to the Google Plus community and post your drawings there. If you guys are curious about the equipment that I use to make these videos, I have links to those in the description below. Clicking on those links helps to support content creators like myself so that we can continue making videos for you guys for free. My question of the day, of course, is going to be, what do you think of Netflix's Luke Cage series? Let me know in the comments below. Again, no spoilers for now because it is fresh and we are not going to spoil the fun for other people. If this is your first time here, I would love to have you guys subscribe. Here in this channel, I show you guys how to draw your favorite characters in easy to follow, simple step-by-step instructions. So if you guys like what you see, come on over and power punch that big red subscribe button below me here. And if you did enjoy this tutorial, it would help me a great deal if you guys liked this video, commented below, or shared this video with your friends in social media. And speaking of social media, you can always find me on Facebook, Instagram, Google+, and in my website, draw2.com, where you can download a coloring page of Luke Cage that goes along with this tutorial. Again, all of these links are down below. Finally, and as always, thank you for watching and stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. We'll see you in my next video, where you can download a coloring page. I almost forgot. And if you did enjoy, so go ahead and if you did enjoy this tutorial, thank you for watching, and I forgot.